Soren exited the Nexus chamber, his mind restless and seeking answers. Things were not as they seemed, and it was time to uncover the truth. As he walked the vast, echoing halls of the great Nexus, he came upon Ronan and Kara in the armory. Both were clad in intricately designed battle armor, their expressions brimming with satisfaction. Soren, perplexed by the sight, demanded an explanation. Kara was quick to respond, saying, "Your father, the Warden, gave us these suits to aid in the coming battle with the Voidborn." Questions flooded Soren's mind. The founders were never so generous without ulterior motives. After eons of wielding immense power, their gifts often came with hidden strings, woven into games. They played with the living. Suppressing his unease, Soren left Ronan and Kara behind in the armory and set his sights on the main chamber, where his father awaited. As he approached, the sound of raised voices reverberated through the halls. The heated argument involved the Warden and two other founders. He slowed his pace, straining to catch the words. A commanding female voice demanded, "Why is my child here?" A second male voice echoed the sentiment, filled with anger and accusation. The Warden's deep tone cut through the argument. "We will discuss this later. My son approaches." As Soren turned the corner, the two other founders stormed out, their discontent palpable. The first was a towering female figure, over 10 feet tall, her presence radiating an aura of menace. Her long black hair shimmered with a crimson glow, and her piercing red eyes bore into Soren, making him feel as though he stood before a Sith Lord in divine form. The second was a male glowing with an emerald light, though his long dark hair and the ornate green armor he wore gave him an air of somber authority. Soren had never seen such armor before. Its craftsmanship was beyond anything mortal hands could create. When they had passed, Soren entered the chamber, his father, the Warden, turning to greet him with a calm smile. "I see you've come seeking the truth," the Warden began, his voice steady. "You've surpassed what I imagined you were capable of. You even see through the lies of the founders themselves." Soren stepped forward, his purpose sharpened by his time in the Nexus. "What is really going on here, Father? Why am I here, and what deception lies behind the doppelganger Noctis Wraithen? Nothing here feels right. Why were you arguing with those founders? And why have Ronan and Kara been given battle suits? There's more to this than meets the eye." The Warden raised his hands in a calming gesture. "You're not wrong, my son. Many things have transpired since we last spoke. Since your creation, a chain reaction of events has unfolded, leading us to this moment. You were the first, an act many founders believed necessary to alter the universe's destiny. But there were dissenters." He gestured toward the corridor where the two founders had departed. "Those you just met. Thalindra, the founder of the Void and keeper of secrets, and Lutherian, my firstborn son." Soren's eyes widened in disbelief. "I have a brother?" "Yes," the Warden replied. "Lutherian was among those who opposed your creation, believing sacred rules had been broken. Since then, a war has raged among the founders. You must understand, Soren, that even the gods are flawed. Like mortals, we succumb to weakness. But you're different. You never give in to the darkness. Do you, my son? Much you could teach us." The Warden's voice softened. "Both Lutherian and Thalindra created their own versions of you. It is no accident that Ronan and Kara are here with you. It is by my design. I needed to show them that nothing can be hidden from me." Soren frowned. "And the battle suits? Why did you give them those?" "Ah, yes," the Warden said, smiling faintly. "The suits are my creation. They will protect Kara and Ronan in the battle to come, but they are more than that. They were a test. Kara's red suit is imbued with her mother's powers, and Ronan's green suit carries the strength of his father. After they chose, there was no doubt whose children they were." Soren's mind churned. "And what of Noctis Wraithen?" he pressed. "Is he truly a dark version of me?" The Warden's expression darkened. "The truth of Noctis is far more unsettling. He is, in fact..." Before he could finish, a deafening alarm echoed throughout the planet, accompanied by the sound of massive horns. The Voidborn had arrived. The time of reckoning was upon them all.